Morning, everyone. I'm flying solo. I think she's going to be getting up for the garage gains today, so nothing stirred in there when I went in to try to wake her up. So here we are, Wednesday, 4:22. Little Wednesday mat time. We had a ton of push-ups yesterday in the Train Heroic app, and then there's 100 more burpees today. So we're gonna, just in case anyone doing mat time is also doing the Train Heroic app, we're gonna stay away from the shoulders today just because of the volume of push-ups yesterday and the volume of those burpees today. So try to do some exercises that'll complement the burpees well, still get us moving this morning. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Rich. Dogs are up and moving, rock and roll. Like I was just saying, beginning of the video, looks like I'm riding solo this morning. I think she's gonna get up for garage gains. Went in there, turned the light on, knocked on the door. Nothing moves, so we'll see what happens. Morning, Rich. Give everyone a quick moment to log on. Yeah, should be a. I don't know what the wiener dog's got going on over here in her little blanket. She needs to have a blanket on the floor. She's got her own little dog blanket. If it's not on the floor or one available on the recliner, she sits and will come and find you and whine until her blanket is made available to her. So I think she's making a burrito right now to sleep in. So you might get some wiener dog snores. See, Amanda's on. All right, sweet. We'll get this. I'm gonna take one more sip of this really hot coffee. Bam. All right. Morning, Wendy. Wendy's on. So we're gonna get today. All you need is your mat. Like I said, I'm gonna try to stay away from too much shoulder work. So we're gonna start in a forward low lunge, squeezing that back glute, driving our hips to the floor, easing into it. Breathing, stretching out that front ankle, that back hip flexor. Not letting our ankle collapse on that front foot, gripping the floor. Just pushing, bringing our hips to the floor, breathing throughout the position. And from there we're going to drop the elbow, open up to the ceiling, 5 reps. Drop the elbow as best as you can. When you open up your hand, you want it to be level with your shoulder so you get a nice pec stretch. Then we're going to send our hips back, a little hamstring stretch. You can move side to side. I like to hit the hip from different positions. Then we're going to pull that leg across, go into a pigeon hold. Pigeon, you can have hips back or you can go chest up. So chest down or chest up, whichever one gets you a better hip stretch. Make sure you're not feeling it in the outside of your knee. You don't want to be putting stress on your IT band. You want to be focusing on that lateral hip. And then we're going to come up from there. We're actually going to crisscross our legs. And then we're going to send our hips back, pause, and then come back forward. 5 reps here. come out of there, shake the legs out. Should be a nice little counter stretch to the pigeon hold. And then we'll switch sides, low lunge on the other side. Front ankle, gripping the floor with your foot. Squeezing the glute, pushing your hips to the floor. You can even go side to side on this hold. Breathing, opening up that hip. And then 5 rotations. And back for the hamstrings. You can go side to side. Pushing those hips back, giving that hamstring glute a little love, a little stretch. And from there, we're going to fold it across. Pigeon pose, either chest up or chest down. Whatever gets you the better stretch. Playing around for those positions. Like I said, find where you're tightest. Hold there, breathe through it. And sweep that leg across in front. Sending our hips back and forward, 5 reps. And from there, we're going to be on our feet. Going to go into a wide stance. Got lateral lunge slides, so I'm going to lunge down. I can let my foot pop up if I want, and then pull myself back up to the other side. 5 reps to each side. You can use your hands or you cannot use your hands. Choice is yours. I like to use my hands as a little bit of a guide, a little bit of a prop. It can sometimes help in making breathing a little easier while we go through these and go lower into the position. If your knees are bothering you, so just a couple more. If your knees are bothering you, good transition would be a lateral groin stretch like so, and then you could do some lateral leg raises. Otherwise, a few more lateral lunge slides. And then we'll be coming to a seated position. We've got our internal rotation, so our right leg is folded behind me. I'm going to lift, bring that leg out in front, and then bring it back. 5 reps to each side. A little active internal rotation stretch to go along with our pistol squats we're going to do here in a bit. Setting up. You can use your hands, put your hands down for a guide if you need to. And I lift, bring that leg out into the front. I've got one more. Bam, now we're going to be back on our feet. Heel-toe relationship with our feet. We've got tandem pistol squats. So I'm going down on one leg, popping back up. If this bothers your knees or your hips for any reason, lie on your back, put your feet on a couch or a chair, and do single leg bridges. That's where you drive your hips up and bring them back down. Do those instead. Let's go for 10 each leg. Otherwise, 5 slow controlled tandem pistol squats. Slow and controlled, keeping your feet flat, or the front foot flat, I should say. Body weight over that front foot, knee in line with your toes. Whew, good. Then we're going to start over. Low lunge hold. Stretching out, pushing that hip to the floor. What you doing, buddy? Definitely just stepped on your sister. What's going on? Huh? Where's your little boy? Just doing some lunge holds, Django. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Huh? So holding in this position, one more moment. And then widen out your stance if you need to. We've got the elbow drops with the rotation. And hips back for the hamstrings. Moving side to side if you want. And then across for that pigeon pose. Chest up or chest down. Playing around for those tight positions. And then breathing through them. And then sweep that leg across, sending our hips back and forth, 5 reps. And then switch, starting over, low lunge hold, breathing, sending our hips to the floor, squeezing that back glute, stretching out those front ankle, foot is gripping the floor. Adding in the rotations. Hamstring, hips are back. Pigeon. If you're watching this video later on as the rerun, feel free to pause it at any point if you want to hold the stretch a little longer, that's fine. We're going to keep moving this morning just to make it a little more dynamic, keep it as a warm-up. Gently get the body moving, get some blood flow going. Restoring, making sure we got full range of motion, or as much range of motion as possible through our body. Cross the legs, sending our hips back and forth, 5 reps. And then we're going to be on our feet. Wide stance, lateral lunge slides. Apparently Django doesn't want to do his lateral lunge slides. He's bailing. You can keep your straight leg flat, or you can let the foot pop up and go a little deeper into the stretch. Choice is yours. Good, then we'll be seated one more time. Internal rotation with the lift. 5 each side. Using your hands if you need to. Lifting and lowering under control, pausing in that internal rotation position. I think that's 5. Then rolling to our feet. Got our 5 tandem pistols each side. Slow, controlled. Standing back up. Five on the other side. Good work. Questions? Concerns? I'm going to grab a team drink, and then we got one more set. Right, Django. One more set. One more set, buddy. Low lunge. Hey, buddy. Pushing that, squeezing that glute, sending your hips to the floor. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? And then 5 rotations, dropping the elbow, opening up to the ceiling. Hamstrings. Pigeon. If you want to skip some of the other movements and stay a little longer in one of the other poses as you follow along live, that's fine. Do what feels right. Cradle the legs. Hips back and forth for 5. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving along, getting warmed up. Like I said, gently getting the body ready. Trying to make sure we've got as much range of motion as possible for strength today in our pistol squats. After this dynamic warm-up performance, we're going to hit the complementary shoulder muscles for push-ups and burpees. Let's see how that feels. 5 rotations. If you're following along and let's say these lunge stretches, if you're someone that the squat stretch is just a little too much right now, for whatever reason it makes something feel weird or painful, these lunge stretches are a great variation instead of the squat hold. Squat hold is great, but if you're not there yet, that lunge position is a dandy. It can help get you there. Pigeon hold. And then we're locking the legs, sending the hips back. 5 reps. And back on our feet. Lateral lunge slides one more time. Nice wide stance. I'm going to try to keep my straight leg flat throughout. You get not as much range of motion, but you get a better groin stretch sometimes. So playing around with it. And we've got our internal rotation stretches from the floor. A little box work. Got that internal rotation hip box. Open it up. Close it back up. Make sure I'm breathing throughout. Switching sides. Left side is way tighter. and back on our feet. Last set of tandem pistols. Slow control, driving back up, gripping the floor with our feet. Good work. Good work, everyone. Team drink. Are you just waiting by the door? He just wants his morning walkabout into the garage, don't you, buddy? That's what you're up for. Real quick, one more team drink. Alright, we're going to start on our mats. We're going to work from the shoulders to the upper back, to the lower back, and to the hips. We're going to work our way down, going through some isometrics, and like I said, some complementary movements for all those push-ups and burpees. So, lying on my mat, prone, face down. We're going to start with W's. So, shoulders bent, straight out, elbows bent. We're going to lift and hold. You can come back down, lift, hold, come back down. 10 of them with a 3-second pause. 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3. Then we're going to take our hands, hats in the way, behind our head, and we're going to work on lifting just between the shoulder blades. So you're not cranking on your neck, you're just lifting up straight from the shoulder, right between or below the shoulder blades. Hold, 3, 2, 1, back down, 2, 3, 3. Opening those shoulders when you lift, stretching out the pecs as best as you can. Deb, this is a good one for the bow strength. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Starting to burn. 9, 2, 3. Trying to get that chest up as best as we can. 10, 2, 3. Whew. Shake out the shoulders. Arms are long, legs are long. Alternating. Low back extensions. 5 each side. Lift and pause. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the low back. Then we're going to press back into frog position. Hips and feet are wide. Feel free to stack up the ankles, put a blanket under the hips or the knees or the ankles, send our hips back. Big deep breaths in this position. Feet can be turned out or pointed back. Big deep breaths. Just a little hip groin stretch. Like I said, we're going to be working our way down from our shoulders, upper back, low back, hips. And then we're going to scoot out of there, keep our feet wide. We're going to push ourselves back into a squat hold. If you'd like to go back to that low lunge stretch from earlier, feel free. Just going to spend a few moments in the bottom of our squat. Moving side to side, gripping the floor with our feet. I'm not going to walk you through anything specific. Could be flexion extension, press outs, both arm press outs. Just taking a moment of mindfulness in the bottom of your squat. Could be breathing work, positive thoughts. Whatever you want it to be. And then we're going to walk ourselves back out. Back down. Back to our W's. Lift, hold. Come back down. 10 reps with a 3-second pause. Trying to relax the neck. Relax the rest of the body. Just losing those shoulders. Driving the hands back. not the elbows. Excellent. Now we're going to take the hands behind the head. We're going to lift from the shoulder blades and come back down. Not cranking on our head. Just trying to get your chest up off the floor. Pull those elbows back. Those are a good substitute if you don't have bands at home. They work very similar muscles. And we've got our prone extensions from the low back, from the glutes, from the shoulders. 5 each side with a pause. Press back into frog, feet and knees wide. Send our hips back, big deep breaths. Feet can be turned out or straight back, it's up to you. Make sure you're padding up your knees or your ankles if the floor is hurting them. A couple moments here. And feet wide. Rock back into a squat hold. Like I said, it could be a moment of physical mindfulness, thinking about our breathing, thinking about how our body feels right now, what our joints are doing, how our breathing is. Could be mental mindfulness, bringing attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Are you anxious? Are you happy? Why? What do you've got going on today? Mental reps. Could be spiritual. Could just be about good energy going forward into the day. You're giving yourself some love, your friends, your family. Could be towards work. Just a moment of presence in the bottom of that squat. Could be nothing. Maybe you're just tired. It's 5 a.m. and you don't want to be up. Could be that as well. Walk ourselves back up. Back down. One more time through. 10 W's with a hold. Hey, buddy. Keeping those elbows down. Hands go up higher than your elbows. What's up, Django? Whew. And hands behind the head, lifting from the chest and the shoulder blades. Get those chests nice and high, drive those elbows back, open up those shoulders. Whew, those are not easy. Arms are long, legs are long. Low back extensions. Opposite arm, opposite leg. 5 each side with a pause. Now a little frog stretch. Knees wide, feet wide, toes can be turned out if you want. Big deep breaths, pushing our hips back. Feet are wide, rocking back into that squat hold one more time. Like I've been saying, just a moment of mindfulness, presence, whatever that is, physical, mental, spiritual. There you go. Then we'll stand up there. Whew. Shake it out. Good work today, crew. Appreciate you all joining us, working out with us. Hopefully see you in the garage. Otherwise, D1-2U Train Heroic app. Hit up that workout. There's 100 burpees in there today for the daily challenge. Have fun with that one. Otherwise, it's been some beautiful spring days. They've been a little windy, a little cold, but I've enjoyed my time outside. So feel free to get outside. Sun's coming out. It's a perfect time to get out there. Might get lucky, see some wildlife. But yeah, however you do it, enjoy your activity today. If you've got some couple different announcements, if you've got some tie-dye, rock that today for Troy and his family. So we're gonna send them a team clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. It's for Troy's family. Today's tie-dye day. I was looking all over. I swear I have a tank top with tie-dye, but I can't find it. So Troy, I will find that for you, and I will rock that today, but I was not able to find it before the workout. So that's one. Second announcement, Kevin Kirschbaum, general manager, owner, D1, birthday today. So let's do a team clap for him on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kevin, enjoy the day, buddy. Sending lots of love, good energy, good vibes to you and your family. Have your boys do your burpees, your birthday burpees for you. You don't have to do that. Burn off some of their energy. And then finally, today's Earth Day, which is a pretty big deal, celebrating this lovely, lovely planet we all find ourselves on. So typically, Earth Day, I'd always give the kids at the gym an option. They can do conditioning, or we can head outside with some trash bags and pick up some garbage over by the facility. And then we just talk about what we love to do outside, what we appreciate, if we find anything cool, we talk about that. But yeah, I highly recommend getting outside with yourself, your spouse, significant other, friends, family, kids, and just celebrate what we have available to us. It's pretty cool. So take time for that, make it a priority, get some fresh air. I think you're not going to regret it. So yeah, with that, that's all I got for today. Hopefully see you in the garage. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Fist bump. Bam. I'm out. See y'all later.